Hello everyone and welcome to my game playthrough of Octopath Traveler. So this game just got released today, June 13th today. No, I'm not playing it on the 13th, but oh well. This is a game that I've been hearing about a lot over the past like 6 months or so. Been hearing a lot about it. Here's an RPG and the style is beautiful. This 2.5D pixel sprite stuff. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'm always excited for RPGs. As a big fan of Pokemon, I love RPGs. So let's get into it. Let's see what these Octopaths have in store for us. I'm a feather. So it seems I can choose one of these people. Let's see. A hunter, Hanit. Provoke, capture. You're a Hanit and you're a hunter. One of the last descendants of an ancient clan that calls the Deep Forest home, your prowess with the bow is unmatched. Your master left home 1 year ago, summoned to hunt a dread beast, and you protected the village while awaiting his return. Then, one day, the return of an old friend gives you cause for concern, and you strike out on a journey of your own. So, Hanit, female archer, hunter person. Very interesting. We've got a cleric, Ophelia, guide and summon. You hail from the snow-swept Frostlands, just like Elsa, where you dutifully serve the Order of Flame, unlike Elsa, under your adoptive father, the Archbishop. As your adoptive sister and best friend prepares to embark on a perilous pilgrimage, you stand ever at her side, but unbeknownst to both of you, events are about to take a tragic turn, so her friend dies, just straight up, most likely, or gets kidnapped, something like that. Cyrus! Path action scrutinized. Steady foe. You're a scholar. You teach at the Royal Academy in Atlasdom, and though you have numerous admirers, your only true passion is the pursuit of knowledge. I hear you. There's so much more I would learn. One day you realize that an invaluable tome has vanished from the Royal Library, piquing your insatiable curiosity at this one invaluable tome that you've probably never read and probably never would have read because it's invaluable and they don't let just anyone read it. Though you do teach, so I guess maybe you have a little bit of leeway there. Anywho, who's next? You've got Tressa, the merchant, little kitty with a feather in her hat, call it macaroni. You stock the shelves at your parents' shop in your sleepy seaside hometown. Yet you often find yourself gazing out at sea, longing for something more. What lies beyond the horizon? You thought you'd never know the answer. Then one day an unfamiliar vessel weighs anchor at the docks, changing your life forever. And you go off on a stranger's boat to lands unknown. Ulberic, the warrior. A little sword there. Big burly guy. Once a proud knight, you lost both king and kingdom in a bloody coup. Today you serve as a master-at-arms for a remote mountain village, away from everyone else. To what end do I swing my blade? The question tortured you night after restless night. Then one day you overhear a name from your past, giving you new purpose. Meet an old friend, saves you from this path what's it called? Obscurity, that's it. Now Primrose, the dancer, little cutie, very much like Olivia from Fire Emblem, but I digress. You ply your trade in the pleasure district of Sunshade, a town forever shrouded in darkness. In truth, you are the high-born daughter of the once proud House Azelhart, an identity you conceal from all. Three men bearing the mark of the crow. They took my father from me, but you will have your revenge. Very much so. I guarantee it. I will fight the ends of the earth for you. And Alfin, the apothecary, inquire and concoct. You treat the wounded and sick in a small village amid the babbling brooks of the Riverlands. Stricken ill as a child, you were saved by a traveler who asked for nothing in return, inspiring you to follow in his footsteps. Though hesitant to leave the only home you've known, your best friend convinces you to follow your dream, wherever it may lead you. And wherever it may lead you is probably danger. And we've got a guy leaning on a treasure chest. Therian, a thief you can steal and pick locks. While your past is a guarded secret, your exploits are known far and wide. Mere whispers of your extravagant heists strike fear into the hearts of the wealthy. Drifting into the clifflands one day, you hear a rumor of great riches to be had. You set your sights on a mansion said to be impregnable, only to find what you never expected. So you've got a grand heist planned. I wonder what you do. So I think out of all of these, I will go Cyrus, because I connect with him the most, being a scholar in pursuit of knowledge. So let's see what his story says. A world of knowledge awaits. So it does, Cyrus.
And so it was that Atlastan was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlastan was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor. Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello?
Ah, Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives.
Splendid!
Splendid. Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Definitely the right choice picking Cyrus to begin with. I am a scholar through and through. Use the radar on the bottom right to check the area to find your heading. Okay? Press R to turn the radar on or off. Cool. I'm moving away. But who are you? Can I speak to you? I cannot speak to you. Okay. Speech bubbles are a thing. What do you have to say for yourself?
Greetings!
His Majesty possesses a unique understanding of the scholarly pursuits.
Not bad,
He founded the Royal Library and Academy, where nobles and commoners alike can learn freely.
That's you.
Ahead lies the audience chamber. If you would seek His Majesty's counsel, pray proceed. This game seems heavily driven by story. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get to, but we'll see.
Oh. Professor Albright.
Oh, thanks heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you. I guess no voice acting for these.
Your
Guess they're not
Highness.
cutscene enough. What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is,
If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course.
But of course, Your Highness. It would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
indeed.
Yes, Professor. It will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
A very astute question, Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. I see. A shame that.
The truth
I
is-
do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that...
Oh.
Yammering on. But I totally could have played Cyrus's voice in this game. Nailed him down, Pat. Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies. It would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
I thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed.
A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You're far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I'm running late!
good day.
I am the White Rabbit. I am very late. Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor. And there she goes. And Therese is just off on the side, being sad.
Ah, Therese.
You noticed. Oh, hello there, Therese.
Yes. Did you have a question?
Did you have a question for me as well?
No.
I mean, no. Good day, Professor. Question mark? Somebody's really, really shy. Don't really know what she wanted, but it seems she wants something from the professor. What do you have to say for yourself? The palace gates lie just to the north. To the east you'll find the Royal Academy, where the realm's most promising thinkers receive their education. Alright, looks like I'll be heading east, as I don't walk into this planter. Is this a safe spot? Save spot! Yes. Save successful. Okay. What do you have to say? Just south of here lies the castle town. It's a lively place. Before I head east, I'll talk to you. Russell just isn't cut out for that sort of work. Whatever was he. Move along now. Do you know who you're talking to? I'm Cyrus, the head scholar. This is the Royal Academy, Atlasdom's pride and joy. I can't do elderly woman voice. All are welcome to engage in the pursuit of knowledge here. Definitely not an old woman voice. Ooh, vibrating opening doors. You guys don't talk to me. What's in this room? Some classes going on. I won't interrupt them this time. Another class going on. The classroom's in the entire opposite direction. But look at these graphics. Look at these. This 2.5D. All of the environments are like 3D, but everyone else is 2D. Oh, I love this. Oh, looks like... Am I going the right way? There's a dude back there. Are these anything? Nope. Can I go through these doors? Oh, there's a man. What is it this time, Cyrus? Oh, it doesn't seem like you like me. That's your loss. I'm a cool scholar. Well, I'm definitely not going in the right direction. I need to follow that green house. Wherever that may be. Let's head down. Get back around. Am I really in the wrong place? I am in the wrong place. I was not following the green compass. Oh, it's here. Oh, I guess that guard was just completely misleading, showing me to the wrong area. This is the library.
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright, here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of The Church of the Flame, A Complete History, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it. Like I've spoken like a true bookworm. You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
With pleasure. Hehe. Is something amiss?
Actually...
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy. When you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. Haha! When you put it that way, yes. Much as a child is fascinated by a new toy. I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge. Titillated.
I see.
Such a fun word. Right. The expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will. Off to find my book. It's a new book, but I guess it isn't going to be there? How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting
These archives are
dilemma.
strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor
Who are
Albright!
you? Professor Albright, the headmaster would see you at once. I can hardly see you in the light, my dear. Of all the times to... Oh well. Might I ask you of a favor? What might that be?
The truth is...
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh. I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. Walk into the light.
Cyrus Albright. by
Cyrus
your request.
Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter.
Do enter. It's more of a scruffy old voice.
My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing. That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything...
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a metal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait. There was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the special archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
Yes? What is it, Cyrus? It's about Professor Albright, sir. I have a terrible crush on him, you see, and I just need to know how he feels about me. Back to the library! Sokka would be proud.
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, The keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head. I kinda doubt that, but okay. An impregnable vault. A disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved! Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed.
Ha ha ha! You could say that indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once the puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution. For I am Professor Layton.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius. Why, yes it is.
Leave it to me.
Haha, I'll not deny it. Worry not, the tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some research.
Dynamic pose. And the game is afoot! There is a puzzle to be solved. Or my name isn't Professor Layton. Now, where to begin my search? I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library are stored. The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then, mayhap, I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Each character's unique action will overcome obstacles. Cyrus can scrutinize and glean new knowledge from the townspeople. Ooh. Does that mean I can just stare at them until they give me information? Scrutinize. Let's see now. Of course, I've got a key to the archives. And no, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? It's a priceless tome, sir. Priceless tome. I don't even have your name, guardsman, age 41. Most intriguing. I've gleaned some very useless information, I believe. Two people to talk to in the library. Let's go back there. Ooh. Hey. Let's scrutinize you. Let's see now. Russell. The key to the archives. Oh, I haven't got that. But I'm surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. So you stole the tome to deal with your gambling debts. Most intriguing.
Are you alright?
No, I have not. Remaining 2. Let's see now. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guards stationed outside should have a key to the library archives, so you give me no new information. As I expected all of that already. That smooth transition. Glorious. Into the Royal Academy of Atlastan. Off to see the headmaster. Oh, Headmaster Dumbledore! Even has the lions on the side. Now, what do you have to say for yourself? This guy is clearly evil. He has red eyes. You know full well I have key to the special archives, that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to peruse the tomes in quite some time. Sure you haven't. But books! Books are the greatest weapon in the world.
Splendid!
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Who possesses the keys to the archives? The headmaster and the guard.
But of course!
Yes, they have keys. What a brilliant deduction. There are only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. I am thinking, whose key was used to unlock the archives? Well, this seems more like a guess than anything I can say based off of prior evidence. I would say the headmasters, because he seems more suspicious. No?
Not exactly.
That simply doesn't add up. Alright. So it must have been the guards. But he was asleep, he said. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. I guess that makes sense, but I don't think we learned that, did we? On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty. I guess that is true. It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off his person, and then replace it back onto his person afterward, and then do a little jig in front of him. So is it possible that the guard is our man?
No.
No, he would have no motive. Which is why I was thinking the headmaster, because he has those red eyes. He's clearly evil. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely, one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
I wonder who that could be. Put it all together and our villain is... Russell.
Yes.
Not even any choices. Indubitably, that shifty scholar, Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof. Well, assuming these
Shall
are
we
your
begin?
only culprits and suspects, yes. Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Well, my name isn't Professor Layton. Word has it he's been doing his research underground these days. Was that a mine shaft? Or is there a mine shaft underneath the
Now
academy?
then.
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. You never know when danger might strike, so be sure to save often. Gladly. I've been playing for 26 minutes. Alright, into the underground I go. Subterranean study. Danger level 1. Oh, some rocky areas. And I have a lamp! Wonderful. I've always wanted a lamp. I get a healing grape. One of the few fruits that I actually enjoy. God, this is so great.
Can't we settle this like
Oh, what is that? You were caught by surprise! Study foe. Exploit your foe's weaknesses to turn the tide of battle in your favor. Cyrus can utilize staves, fire magic, and ice magic in battle. Go to scholar skills and use fireball or ice wind to see the spells in action. Once you can use more weapons, select attack and choose the one you want with the directional buttons. Okay. So you are vulnerable to axes, I believe that says? Got some interesting turn stuff up here. Let's use a scholar skill. You look like you'll be weak to fire. You're a lamp, I think. Break! Boost mode. Enter boost mode to augment your powers. You gain 1 boost point per turn. You can spend up to 3 to boost your character 3 levels of power. If you use boost mode, you will not gain any BP on the following turn. So I can break to reduce their defense. Press R to enter boost mode. Okay? So I can boost. Attack twice with an equipped weapon or use a spell skill. Let's see what his attack is. Whack! Pretty powerful staff. Of course, he is vulnerable to like all of my attacks, and I am so losing. I'm at like half health. Let's go for another fireball. That did a lot of damage. Break! How much health do you have? Dang. Can I boost? Let's mega boost! 4 attacks and it's still not dead. This lamp is powerful. This lamp is way too powerful. Go for another fireball. Get the break. Go again.
Course of action.
Go for another fireball, because why not?
Flames.
I suck, man. 84 damage. That took so much. I lost half my health doing that. But I've leveled up. I got a break bonus. No items, because it's a lamp. Some kind of ice lamp. Oh, I guess leveling up restores my stuff. Glorious. Herb of Clamor. Sounds like it makes me faster. There's a gold treasure chest over there. Gotta make sure to get that. Another wild encounter.
We settle this
Oh, a
like gentlemen.
fire lamp this time. Gee, I wonder what this could be weak to. Let's use some ice attacks.
Oh, ice. Yes, come through.
Ice, come through! I have broken the lamp. Go for some more ice wind. Good damage, good damage. You get a word in edgewise. 27, just a tad strong. If I boost this, can I boost her scholar skill? It's 8, or heals has 8, takes 8. Ice wind, let's go. Times 4, 206. Get wrecked.
Thus,
Battle points are really powerful, it seems. I can just one-shot things with their weaknesses. No items again, but I get some very good experience. Still headed in the right direction. Let's go this way, I believe. Fire. This looks like it heads further in. How about here? Haha! I found you!
I've done my research.
Oh, we got some bats. What are you weak to? You're weak to daggers? Well, let's use a scholar skill. Ooh! AoE hits. Fireball! You're not vulnerable to that. What are you, flying type? That's a lot of damage. That's way more damage. Oh my god! I'm taking way too many damage. I think I just need to flee here. Uh-oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Wait. Let's go. Let's just boost it up. Go with Ice Wind. See if I can take these guys down. They are weak. Didn't take them down, but... Let's see. Use an item. SP, revives, Cure of Silence. So I'll use a Healing Grape. That should heal me back up to full. 500 health, that's good. Drink blood. No, don't heal off of me. How dare you? That did half. Well, let's Ice Wind that. There we go. Go for another Ice Wind. How much health do you guys have? Slumber Wave. Oh jeez, I'm asleep now?
What next?
Oh good, I'm back. Oh, and I'm out of mana. Oh jeez. Let's restore some SP.
Let's try this.
I should be going next. Here we go. Scholar skills. Use my basic Ice Wind. Oh, that was it? Okay.
Not bad.
Just one more hit, and they were done. Level up. Got a Curious Bloom. And my health and mana should all be restored. Now let's go get this treasure! I saw you back here. Wind Attire. What does that do? Equipment. Yes. Body. Got the Wind Attire. Gives me extra physical defense, elemental defense, and speed. That's way better. Way better. Awesome. Got some good armor coming up. What's back here? Anything back here? Leading me this way. Another wild encounter
I've done my research.
with the fire lamp. I know what you're weak to.
What next?
Ice. Good work. I'll go in for an attack. Yeah, just one attack. You're gonna attack me. Doesn't do all that much. Let's go for another Ice Wind. Get the break. And now this turn I can +4 my attack. Boost my attack. Here we go! Rah! And he barely takes damage. Fire grenade. He has so much health, this fire lamp. Let's boost and go for another basic attack. Break! I broke it. Go for another one. And it's down. I'm considerably stronger now. Almost up to level 4. Where else? Ooh. Haha! Another treasure chest. Lots of hidden nooks and crannies around. Inspiriting Plum. Probably another health item, I would guess. Sucks that I can't see around it, but oh well.
I've done my research on
Another lamp, I'll just cut this out.
Oh, ice! Here's some food! Not bad. A passing.
Oh, so that last gave me job points. I can learn new skills. Okay. Cool. Now that I'm level 4. So let's check out these skills. Learn skills. Use JP earned in battle to learn skills. Ooh. Cost to learn next skill is 30 JP. I have 32 JP, so I could go lightning bolts. Deal lightning damage to all foes. Okay, those deal damage to all foes. Analyze, reveal the HP and one weakness of a single foe. Deal fire damage to all foes twice. Takes 22 SP though. It's a little bit too rich for my blood. I'll just go with the lightning bolt first. Support skills unlocked after learning 4 skills. Oh, so I might not be able to learn a lot of these things for quite a while. 100 JP to my next skill. That's gonna take forever. Okay. Let's continue on through this dungeon. Got some fire. Got a path to another chest. Herb of Light. No clue what that's gonna do. Just another fire lamp there, nothing too concerning. Got a little few boxes there. That 3D box though. But in 2D. I'm weird. If you need anything, just say the word! What do you have for me? Healing grapes, inspiriting plums, olive of life. Well, I think I'll need quite a few healing grapes just to be safe. I've got plenty of money, so SP seems to be a pretty limited resource here. So I'll pick up a bunch of those, especially since I primarily use mana abilities, or SP abilities, forgive me. Just another ice lamp there. Wish I knew what these things were called. But you! It is you! Russell.
What?
Professor Albright! What are you doing here? Are you always in the habit of barging into your peers' offices while they're working? I don't remember the voice I used for him.
Excuse me.
My apologies. I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door. I'm witty like
A
that.
moment of your time.
Apropos of nothing, mayhap you've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives? I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Come now, Russell. Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. And I've got dinner at 6:30, so please hurry this up. Let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. What? The hells you can!
The
He sounds
truth is,
prepubescent. Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber. But that's impossible. He was asleep. I'm positively... Wait. Ah!
oh,
Keeping up on our friend's somnolence, are we, old chum? Somnolence, now that's a scholarly word. It was a slip of the tongue. I tell you, I know nothing about this goddamned book. Definitely pubescent,
is that so?
but he's a scholar. Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy. To prove your innocence, of course. No, I can't do that. I can't go back. Damn it! Damn it all to hell! It was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all. And your dog, too. Boss fight.
Listen to
Gods, he's a big guy. Steady foe. You are weak to staves. These wisps. Let's see. Let's go for these wisps first. Fireball. You're all weak to that. Just do 12, 12. Oh, jeez. No, stop it. It hurts. You are weak to staff, so break you, I guess. Hit me with that icicle. But now it's my turn. I'm up first. I am boosting my fireball. Don't want to misclick. Fireball attack.
Oh, flames! Rage! Roar!
Just chucked a book at me. He's literally throwing a book at me. 85. I'm kind of low. Let's go for healing grape.
Let's try this.
Brought me back up to full. I'm not going to be afraid to use my healing items. That's what they're there for. 25, 25.
What is the logical
That
course of action?
would have almost killed me if I hadn't healed right there. Let's knock off his turn. Hopefully. No, he's just weak to it. Doesn't actually do anything. Also there's muttering an incantation. Now he's glowing.
What next?
Well, let's knock out these wisp turns. The big fireball. No, it didn't break them. It's supposed to break them. I am also out of mana. That might be an issue. That fireball, though. Oh crap, I'm getting attacked. I'm just slightly low. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I've got grapes.
Let's try this.
You just thwacked me.
Interesting.
Alright. Well. Oh, I'm out of mana. Out of manas. Well, definitely gotta use a plum then.
Let's try this.
What does that give me? 40 SP. SP. Gotta remember it's SP. Just chucked a book at me. Again. Max it out. I wonder if he's weak to lightning. I wonder if these things are weak to lightning. Let's try it. Actually, I'll try it on the next attack. Fireball attack, because I know they're vulnerable. Break! Get rid of those attacks. Wildfire. Not doing too much.
Now, what next?
My turn. Let's double boost the lightning bolt. Go for that. See what kind of damage I can do. Whew! Good damage. This guy just doesn't seem to be vulnerable to much, though. Does Ice Wind do anything to you? Are you weak to ice? You are weak to ice! Good. Except it didn't break you. Another incantation. He's charging something up. That doesn't sound good. I'm just going to attack this. Actually, let's defend. Let's see what's coming. Ha! Your fireball does nothing. Let's go for an attack. Break! Sweet. I can go for the Ice Wind. Triple boosted. Get wrecked. 326 damage. Tome Tempest, not doing all that much. Let's go for a basic attack. Or are we just trading basic attacks now? Come on, boy. Break! Break! Let's go for another one. No breaks. Wildfire. I'm slightly low. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Reggie. Gotta go for my healing break. Gotta pay attention to this turn order. Dragon's Breath. Ooh, that would have killed me. I got lucky. I do not have enough mana. So let's go for a double boosted attack. See if that'll break. Break! You're now vulnerable. Go for this triple boosted Ice Wind. I said triple boosted Ice Wind. 320 damage. Good damage. Let's keep it going. You just thwack me. I thwack you. Oh, there's a little break bar on the bottom. That shield. I'm observant. Let's build up my BP. Build up my BP. What is this? 2 more attacks and that'll be it? Tome Tempest. Got nothing. Oh, you've taken so many turns.
What next?
Well, I'm going next, so let's break you again. Break you. Let's go for a quad attack. Is that it? That is it. Russell has been taken down. The giant. What is he, like 20 feet tall? Jeez, got some refreshing gem and an ice soulstone. Gotta check out what these things are later. I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune, this is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book.
Indeed.
All in the day's work, ma'am. My voice just cracked. Please ignore me. That I did, and yet I fear this may not be the only volume our friend had purloined. Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes, and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. You have to buy the books back? They're yours. They're rightfully yours. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
Mayhaps? Ah, from the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. It's been missing for some 15 years now, and nobody's thought to look into it. And you've never heard of it. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back.
I see.
It's a long time. How big was his gambling debt? Jeez. I see. So this volume was lost or stolen long before that.
Yes.
Right as always, Professor. Right as always. I just said that. Pray tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
Magics with a K. If I'm not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives, and it's just gone. I don't know where. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most intriguing.
Oh, yet another mystery, it would seem. Professor Albright, the headmaster, would speak with you at once.
His
This is a
awesomeness.
long story. Again, what could it be this time? Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists... You there, what have you to say?
Ah, yes.
Rumor has it the scholar Russell's fallen on hard times.
True.
Last I heard, he sold his house and locked himself away in a cave under the academy to continue his research. Now that's devotion. So I shall scrutinize you. I just sneezed. A modest man and purveyor of the royal family who takes great pride in his goods. Whether his customer be common or a king, he refuses to sell something unless he deems the buyer worthy of it. Thank you, merchant. Most intriguing. Very intriguing. A new treasure is available somewhere. Somewhere. So off to the headmaster's place. Ooh, what is this? I obtained a large feather, so there's these little blue glowing things around, I guess. I'll see them elsewhere eventually. Did I miss that on my first time through? First time I was here? Gotta be on the lookout for those. Quack, 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 quack.
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
Oh, that's a girl. The robe makes it a little hard to tell.
Good. Enter. Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Oh. And you believe this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
It is not an easy decision to make. Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright is put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing field work in a distant land.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey in search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago. Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
An enigma as ever, that one.
Professor!
Oh, Cyrus, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the Academy.
Then you heard true.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question. I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble. I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better. You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate. So fret not, my girl. If anything, you've done me a favor. Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter. Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
My studies.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, may have given the impression that I favored her above you and others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Professor... Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
Yes?
Never mind.
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.